Welcome to the live, welcome to the live, welcome to the live, y'all. I'm back just as promised. I told y'all that I would be doing these lives quite often, very frequently, and all of that good stuff. So yeah, y'all, so if you're coming in, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you for tapping in with me. Yeah, y'all, let me go ahead and get right into what today's topic is going to be about. I'm just here to talk to y'all about signing up for my membership on YouTube. If you don't know, I do have a YouTube, and it's called Leveling Up Movement on YouTube. So make sure that you head to my YouTube channel and subscribe. It's called Leveling Up Movement on YouTube. I had my channel for a couple years now. That's where I drop a lot of my content. If you're into just leveling up spiritually, you want to find out more information about, the Matrix. I expose so much on my YouTube channel. So make sure that you subscribe to Leveling Up Movement on YouTube. But as far as my YouTube channel, like I said, I had it for a few years now. And my information that I put out lately is mostly have been focusing around on manifesting, creating your reality, just activating and leveling up. So if you scroll down on my page, before I used to talk a lot about, just exposing the reptilians, the Pleiadians, how we live in a hijack simulation and things like that. But over the years, or within the past year, I'm going to say, I have evolved because I have ascended and I have transformed, and I realized that now it's about really, really elevating and going to the next level and not getting so focused and stuck on focusing my attention on, things like the reptilians and how evil the government is and things like that. I made it very clear in my other live that once you know what's going on, you have to transcend from out of certain parallel realities that they want you in. Because you got to remember, once you know what's up, once you know what's going on in this matrix, once you are, once it's known that you are a chosen one, basically your powers are coming back online. You have to know you will become like a target. And that's just what it is. I'm pretty sure if you have been awakening, you have begun to notice a lot of different changes, within yourself and just your environment. You can pinpoint a lot of things that, before in the past you would have just looked over. You can see more clear now. You can see yourself, being gang stalked on a regular. You can see how the gang stalkers are stalking you, and you can just feel the energy and the negative tension. And all of this is because, you have awoken to the matrix. So like I said, once you have awoken to the matrix, your whole reality is going to change. You're not going to want to do the same things that you used to do. You may not want to hang out with the people you used to hang out with. You're going to realize that majority of people in your reality are NPC programs. And you just, you're going to feel yourself shifting and feeling alone. A lot of people, when they come into this whole awakening and realizing that they're in a simulation, a lot of people get, they get overwhelmed, or they find themselves just feeling spiritually drained. They don't want to do the things that they used to do. They don't want to hang out with the same toxic people and things like that. So, that's just something that happens a lot when you are evolving, you're leveling up. You're going to become like a target. So I make it very clear, though, that you don't want to get trapped into that. You don't want to, just because you know the information, that you're in the matrix, about these fake ass elite who have been running our society. You don't want to get stuck and drained into that. You don't want to, spend all of your time just focusing in on that, because yes, all of the information is true. Yes, they've been hijacking our simulation, but focusing in on that 24/7, that is very draining to your energy. It is very draining to your spirit. It's draining your soul. And like I said, they are aware that you are aware. They know who you are. So once you know who you are and they know who you are, it's like they don't care that you know what they've been doing to you. Their whole thing now is, what are you going to do about it? You know, you don't want to find yourself just knowing all of this information and you're not executing the information. You're not, okay, you know that you are not need the God, but guess what? If you still focusing all of your attention on what they doing to you, that means that you have not truly leveled up within. You still are focusing on what they are doing, when you have to remember that this is a polarity place that we're in. You know, this is a toxic system that we have been a part of. But you can change that. You can change your current reality. You don't have to get gang stalked anymore. Let me tell y'all this. When I first got into just learning this information, or remembering this information, shall I say, the energy that I used to feel when I would go outside, I'm telling y'all, like, it wasn't a good feeling. And the more your soul awakens, like I said, the more you're going to be able to recognize and pinpoint when you're being gang stalked. You're going to be able to pinpoint and recognize all the NPCs and the bots you're around, and it's going to bring your energy down. So you don't want to get so focused and consumed by, you know, what's happening in your 3D. Your whole point of learning or relearning this information is for you to begin to remember that you are the alchemist. You are truly the creator of your reality. And you have to know that you can travel the multiverse through your mind. So the way that you're going to begin to do this is by, number one, taking your attention off of what they're doing. You got to know that their time is up regardless. The planet is heating up. You are heating up. I always tell y'all that you are the planet. You are the earth. And day by day, your DEA is coming online more and more. So their time is up. They time been running out. So now they're about to be deleted from our reality completely. So as this is happening, you don't want to keep focusing in all of your attention and energy every single day, worried about what they're doing. Like I just said, they're about to be deleted completely. So now, since they are being deleted, since Babylon is falling, what you want to do every day is tap into the energy that is here for you. Planet X is here. Planet Nubaru is here. It's evidence everywhere, all over this internet. Look it up. The Planet X is here. You are Planet X. So it's like, being that you are awakening, and all your memories will begin to come back online. Like I said, you want to begin to tap back into the energy that is already within you. You are divine source. And like I said, we can travel the multiverse. We got to remember that the 3D reality is the effect realm. You got to understand that we are interdimensional beings, meaning that the dimensions exist within you. So what you want to learn to begin to do is tap into these higher dimensions, tap into these higher timelines, tap into these higher frequencies. And the way that you're going to do this is by unlocking that hidden junk DEA. You got to know that the DEA is coming online. Now, I can tell y'all a whole lot of different stories about how I personally, you know, my so-called junk DEA has been coming online for like the past 2 years. I got stories that I could tell y'all that will blow y'all mind, but I'm not going to share certain things right now in this particular live. That's why you got to make sure that you signed up with me to my membership on YouTube, you know, where you get exclusive content. And also I have private lives on other platforms. But as far as now, I ain't going to tell y'all the stories that I have for y'all. But when I tell y'all we the real superheroes of this planet, y'all, I ain't even going to say superheroes, but we have supernatural abilities, because y'all know the word superhero, supernatural ability, all this stuff is man-made words. What I'm saying is you are God in the flesh. All of those movies, Batman, all of those superhero movies, they are about you. This is the stuff that's laying dormant within you. Wonder Woman, all of the Avengers, all of that's about us non-ether beings. They made all of those movies about us. And the thing is, we just been under a hypnotic spell, y'all. We have been under a spell for forever. So now that spell is breaking. Like I said, this is why the planet is heating up. And the more the spell becomes broken, the more your supernatural abilities will begin to come back online. You have to remember that we are existing in a binary a simulation. Everything comes down to code. And you have the power, if you are a non-ether being, you have the power to recode the matrix. You got to remember that the matrix is the mother's womb, the woman's womb. Let me say that. This is a divine feminine planet, a divine feminine universe. We all have that feminine energy within us. So the feminine is what creates reality. Tapping back into that divine feminine. And once you begin to do this, this is when you can begin to control the simulation. You have to remember that there are multiple realities, multiple parallel realities. I seen something on, I think it was Google. They was talking about basically the scientists. They basically saying that, you know, that parallel universes are real. Parallel universes, like we can actually travel into different realities because it's happening every day, all day anyway, whether you're aware of it or not. The way that you can begin to tap into these different parallel realities is by, number one, going within, knowing that you have the power to recode your simulation. Because we are, even though we feel like we are all living in the same so-called world, actually we are not. We are all living in our own different parallel realities. And based off of who you are being every single day determines which reality, parallel reality, that you end up in. Like I said, once you come into this information and you remember that you are not the God in the flesh, and you know that you are something like a target, you begin to get gang stalked, you begin to notice stuff. What happens is, by you knowing the information, guess what? You're gonna see that type of stuff more and more and more. You're gonna see it's gonna become overwhelming. So and the reason that happens is because your senses have become more heightened. So when you learn about the simulation and you know about how the Babylon's been doing this and doing that, you know, the simulation will put you in those type of environments more and more and more. And like I said, when I first, got into this and learned about how gang stalking was real and how we was in something like the Truman Show, that's all I seen 24/7. That's all I would see 24/7, to the point that, like I said, it became like it was a negative energy. It was a negative energy. So my goal is to, keep you tapped in to knowing what's going on. I'm not saying become naive and forgetful about that you in something like the Truman Show. I'm saying accept that and transcend from that. This is about transcending. This is about traveling the multiverse, y'all. And it's easy to travel the multiverse. All you have to do is set your day every day with great intentions. If you don't set every day, if you don't get up every day with a positive outlook on how you want your life to be, then guess what? You're just going to be a woke ass person who's still miserable as hell. You can be the wokest person in the world, but still be miserable. Come on now, y'all. The universe doesn't want you to be miserable. Learning this information or remembering this information was not meant for you to become a miserable person. And that's what's happening, or I'm seeing happening with a lot of so-called woke people, a lot of chosen ones. They are still stuck in phase one. If you've been into learning about or remembering, how you the God of this universe, and you know what's going on, and it's been over a year or 2 or 3 years, and you're still stuck in that phase, then guess what? You have developed a toxic spiritual ego, meaning that you have got comfortable becoming the damn victim. We're not no victims. Okay, they have did this to us. Yes, they have brainwashed us and had us under stuff like MK Ultra. Accept that. But guess what? You God. You can break those spells. You can break that fog. Okay, they did what they did, but now what you gonna do about it? Are you gonna spend all day on TikTok, YouTube, keep looking at so-called conspiracy theory videos? Now, like I said in the beginning, all of that's cool, but if it's been 2, 3, 4, 5 years and you just still in phase 1, come on now, you playing. You got a spiritual toxic ego that you have developed, and like I said, they know who you are. They want you. They like the fact that you are still focusing in on them. So now it's like they're still playing a game with you. They looking at you like you're a fool because they're like, damn, okay, he know what's going on, she know what's going on, but she still ain't doing nothing about it. She still think that it's about us. And the whole time we live in a reflection realm. Everything is a reflection of the subconscious mind. It's just your subconscious mind was hijacked. Your subconscious mind has been hijacked. So this is why we ended up in this demonic nightmare. We got to understand that we are dreaming this reality. We're in something like a lucid dream anyway. So guess what? It's time to wake up from the nightmare. And remember that you're in a damn simulation and you can recode the simulation. And the way that you recode the simulation, like I said, is by tapping into the energy that's already stored within you. So that's all I'm here to do, y'all. Just to put y'all on to how to tap back into that energy. So like I said, go over to my YouTube channel. Check my YouTube channel out. It's called Leveling Up Movement on YouTube, y'all. And over there, I expose a lot. I expose a whole lot over there. And what I recently have been doing and getting into, I put y'all onto the Dream Team. That's right. You need to become a part of the Dream Team, y'all. The Dream Team is something that I came up with a while ago. And basically it's for us non-ether beings, meaning that we're going to come together as a community. This thing is about community. We don't have community. We don't have nothing. Yes, we all can ascend and transcend individually, but you got to remember we are better when we come together. We are better when we come together. Y'all really want Atlantis to come back? Y'all really want the 5D to come in? Let's make a community. Let's start a community. When we start a community, do y'all know how powerful that energy is? Do y'all know how powerful and how fast this entire realm was shapeshift? When the 90th gods all begin to come together and activate. Do y'all know how powerful we are together as a community? Man, this whole entire 3D realm would shift in a second. When we all begin to come together, get back on code, when we learn and remember the energies and the powers that we have inside of us, that DEA is going to unlock so fast. So fast. Atlantis will be back here so quickly the more and more we come together as a community. So what I came up with, like I said, is the Dream Team. The Dream Team, like I said, is a place for us all to come together and we can connect. We connect, we talk about things, we expand on things, we have ideas. I do a lot of different private lives, y'all. Stuff that I don't talk about on this particular TikTok or whatever, but, you know, it's certain things that I want to say. A lot of stuff, you know, it's supposed to be said at certain times, even though time don't exist, but it's certain things that I'm saving for when you join the community. You know, like I said, my DEA has been unlocking for a while now. Some of the stuff I could tell y'all will blow y'all mind. So it's like, this is why I developed the community where we can come together as a whole, do certain things. It's about transcending. You want that DEA to activate. You want your so-called superpowers to come online. You need to join the community. I have people that I work with that can do so many different things. Like I said, we those superheroes that they talk about in their movies, y'all. You want to learn how to alchemize and do telekinesis and things like that's possible. That's already within you. So once your DEA begins to unlock and activate, you're going to be able to do the same exact thing. You can do this because it's already within you. It's just about you allowing that DEA to unravel. And the only way that's going to happen is, number one, if you're in an environment that's allowing that to happen. See, when you get on these platforms all day and you just zoom in on this and zoom in on that, that's honestly not doing you any benefit. If you don't know how to execute in your real life, I'm talking about when you get offline, then guess what? You're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing your ancestors a disservice. It's like you still playing. You're getting fulfilled off of just knowing the damn information. The information ain't shit if you don't know how to execute the information. So that's what this community is all about. Learning how to execute the information. Execute. That is what it's about. So that DEA can activate and you can begin to control the simulation that you are in 24/7, every day, all day. You got to learn how to recode the matrix. So what I do is I teach you how to learn how to recode your personal matrix. Because like I said, we are all in parallel realities every day, all day. You think we are all existing in the same reality? I'm here to tell you, you're not. You're not. Everybody's living in their own parallel reality. And depending off of what frequency you are in and what vibrations you're vibrating out, that is what you are seeing constantly every single day of your life. So if you are really ready to transcend and ascend to higher timelines, you need to become a part of the community. You need to become a part of the dream team. So like I said, you're going to learn DEA activation. I'm going to show you how to rewire your subconscious mind, because we understand that the subconscious mind is responsible for your current reality. Your subconscious mind is responsible for your entire reality, honestly. Your subconscious mind is what's running your reality. But like I said, your reality has been hijacked. And that's because your subconscious mind has been hijacked. So what I'm going to show you how to do is to rewire your subconscious mind where, you're not feeling so drained every day. You're not feeling so tired and depressed. And everybody knows about manifesting and things like that. But guess what? You're not going to be able to manifest until you learn how to restructure your outdated subconscious mind beliefs, your outdated subconscious mind patterns and things like that. You're going to have to learn how to rewire your subconscious mind. So when you go over to the Dream Team and you signed up, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to show you how to rewire your subconscious mind. So yeah, y'all, that's pretty much what I want to tell y'all about. Go ahead, go to my email. My email is Coach Key. That's Coach KIE 08@gmail.com. Coach Key 08@gmail.com, y'all. That's Coach KIE@gmail. And yeah, just type Dream Team. It's completely for the free. Like I said, we're building a community, a strong community of non-ether beings that's helping each other out, coming back online. And we're going to get this thing together, y'all. We're going to get this thing together and go to a whole nother timeline, because Atlantis is here. The planet is heating up, y'all. So yeah, like I said, you want to be a part of that, then head over there and sign up, type Dream Team. Also, when you sign up and become a part of the Dream Team, I have so many different classes and trainings that you're going to become a part of. We have affirmation training classes. We have identity shifting training classes. All of these classes, you want to be a part of this. Like I said, it's time to learn how to ascend. If you're not shifting your identity, then guess what? You're still stuck in an outdated, played out version of yourself. A lot of y'all know that y'all are non-ether gods in the flesh. But guess what? The life that you're living every day does not show that. You say that you are God, but 24/7 you live in fear. You're living in bot syndrome. So yes, we are the gods in the flesh, but if you're not shifting your identity to actually be that, then guess what? You're still living in your hijacked ego. The version of you that has been existing has been under something like MK Ultra, mind control. That's not the real you. You have been a fogged up version of yourself. You have been a toxic, a toxic, low vibrational version of yourself. So I'm here to show you how to get to that higher version of yourself. And that's what you're going to get when you sign up and join the identity shifting class and training that I have. You know, a lot of people want to, like I said, manifest their reality. Everybody want to do this and everybody want to do that. But the thing is, are you willing to put in the work every day? Are you willing to become a part of a community where we all come together and we connect? That's what it's about, y'all. You need to be amongst like-minded individuals. Because I'm pretty sure majority of the people in your life are bots. Most people in your life are NPCs. Most people in your life are not even real people. You got to remember, it's only a certain amount of individuals that actually exist. Everybody else is background people, meaning they are reflections of your outdated, played out subconscious mind. That's all that they are. Parallel realities is the real thing. I want y'all to check out this movie called Coherence. Check out this movie called Coherence. Check out this movie called Mandela Effect. They put the truth in their movies, y'all. I'm telling y'all. So right now, honestly, and I made this very clear on a lot of videos, only we exist, y'all. Even though when you look out into the street, you see people walking up. These people ain't real people. They are AI, artificial intelligence. They just came out with something recently. I'm gonna make a video about it too. I think it's called Vero 3 or something like that. Basically, they're exposing how, matter of fact, I ain't even gonna tell y'all. I want y'all to check out the video when I put it up. But yeah, y'all, all that stuff, if you scroll down on my page, the same shit that they just now telling y'all about, I've been talked about this shit years ago on my YouTube channel and on this TikTok page. How they basically is AI. These people are AI, they look real, they look just like you. But you gotta know where you're at. You're in the matrix. Everything, we in something like the Truman Show, y'all. But like I said, we ain't gonna focus in on that. We are ascending from those timelines. But you gotta know, if you're not putting in the work, if you're not shifting your identity, if you're not reaffirming your new reality, then your ass is gonna get lost in the sauce and stuck in the moon matrix. You're gonna get tricked by that moon again because you still can't decipher what's really going on. You're still questioning, you're still confused. And how I know you're still questioning reality or you're still confused? Because you're not actually changing. If you are not changing, that means that you are remaining. And if you are remaining, your ass is gonna still be stuck in these lower timelines. You're still going to be stuck in the reptilian beast system. And that's exactly where they want you to be. They need you to be stuck. They need, and think about it, y'all. Think about how much of a fool they looking at us like, if you're not changing, they really going to try to eat you up because they know that you know the truth. See, the rest of these so-called people out here, if they are not ether being and they still so-called sleep, you know, they still kind of get them a pass. But a motherfucker like you and me that know what's going on and you're still not showing up every day, they gonna try to eat you alive because you actually know the truth. You know who they are. So now that you know who they are and you're not doing nothing about it, they're gonna try to eat your fucking soul every day. They're gonna try to distract you every day. They're gonna send psyops in your reality every single day because you know what's going on and you're still not doing nothing about it. So to them, they look at it like, oh, you must like it over here. Oh, you like it over here. So since you like it over here, let me show you, let me keep giving you all of this toxic shit that's gonna drive you fucking up the wall. Let me keep showing you what I'm doing to you. Let me keep showing you how we're doing this and doing. Because half the time, now that you know what's going up, they showing you even more toxic shit that they're doing. They showing you more fucked up realities of what they're doing. But like I told y'all, it's all a trick. It's all a trick. At the end of the day, you're still in the matrix. At the end of the day, you're still in a simulation. At the end of the day, you still have the power to transcend out of all of those fake ass realities. Because guess what? Even though they appear to be real, a lot of that shit is still not real, y'all. They're just playing with your mind because you know who they are. So now that you know who they are, like I said, their goal is to torment your soul. They want to torment you. So this is why I say don't get stuck on just keep pointing the finger at them. You have to transcend, transform your mental, transform your energy, become the alchemist. Like I said, it's multiple versions of reality out here. You need to get back home. We need to get back home. The way that we get back home is by going within, recoding the matrix. You are the matrix in the flesh. You are Mother Nature. You are Mother Earth. You are Mother Universe. We are her. I am she and she is me. We are all one entity expressing itself as different personalities, different individuals. So we need to go back home. Go back home. The way that you get back home, like I said, is going within. So yeah, y'all. Anyway, I ain't gonna talk too much longer. Like I said, I just wanted to get up here. Join the Dream Team. Go to Coach Key, Coach KIE08. Sign up to the Dream Team. Type Dream Team. You can become a part of my membership program that's on YouTube. Go to YouTube. Go to my membership and sign up. I drop exclusive content over there. It's about getting the training. We need training, y'all. We need to train our brain to become the individuals that we were meant to be, the gods that we already naturally are. But guess what? If you're doing the same BS every day, then you're not being the God that you were meant to be. If you're acting the same way, then you're not being the God that you were meant to be. You're not. It's not happening, Captain. It's not happening. I don't care how much information you know. If you're not executing, if you're not showing up for yourself every day, you're not putting in the work, you're not rewiring and retraining your subconscious mind, I'm here to tell you, you still a lost soul. And you're going to get tricked by that moonlight again. I said again. Because that's exactly what happened last time. Your ass got tricked by that moonlight. And the moonlight is everywhere. The moonlight is everywhere. You are in a false reality right now. Everything around you is y'all, this rabbit hole goes very deep. Like I said, it's only a certain amount of real people that exist. It's only a certain amount, y'all. Everything else is a prop. Everything else is a false AI light. Artificial light. Y'all gotta remember how light waves work. You are in an artificial world right now in your real life. That shit just feels real. So the thing is, we gotta get back home. And like I said, the way that you get back home is by going within, recoding the matrix. So that's what it's about, y'all. So anyway, like I said, if you're real and you still playing games, then that's on you. You can get left behind. You can get left behind again. So yeah, this is about us building a community, y'all. That's what I'm about. That's what I'm here for. So if you feel that and you like that idea, go to the email, type Dream Team. I'm going to send you out a thank you package for joining, number one. You know, that's going to let me know that, okay, you ready. I'm going to send you out a training package. Also, when you sign up to the Dream Team, you're going to get full access to all of my private lives. That's right, the stuff that I don't talk about on these particular lives and certain channels and things like that. You're going to get access to my private lives. Also, you're going to get access to all of my live events. I'm about to start traveling, getting out here in the street, actually talking about this information, activating this information, executing this information. So when I come to your city, come to your town, guess what? You can come for free. You can come for free. Everything is free. You're going to have food, fun, entertainment, all of that stuff. A lot of us, we have so many gifts and talents within us. Y'all know I do music. So if you do music, you do anything you do, you want to perform, you can come and perform at these events when I come to your city and come to your town. So yeah, when you sign up to the Dream Team, like I said, you get free access to all of my live exclusive events, online and offline. Like I said, we're gonna have food, drinks, festivity, a whole lot of everything, us coming together. We're gonna have spiritual training classes. I'm talking about actual training classes where we're gonna be doing activation codes, DEA activations, rewiring the subconscious mind, affirmation training boot camps, not boot camps, but affirmation training camps, identity shifting, and so much more, y'all. That's what it's about. We need to come together as a whole and transform this reality. But like I said, that's only going to happen when you put the work in, when we show up for each other, when we come out and support each other. You know, I'm putting this together. Like I said, you want to be a part of this, hit me up. You know, hit me up. Let me know that you got something to contribute. I'm telling y'all, we gonna make this thing. We the Anunnaki gods in the flesh, and we back. We gonna have Anunnaki training, y'all. I'm telling you, and the more we do this, the more the subconscious mind, aka the body, is gonna remember. So once your body start remembering that you are who you are, this is when your superpowers gonna come online. This is when your memories gonna come back. This is when all of that toxic energy that's surrounding you, that's surrounding you, gonna get away from you because you leveling up. This is when it's gonna happen. So this is why you need these training camps. This is why you need these classes. This is why you need to become a part of the dream team. We the Anunnaki guys, y'all. We back. So yeah, if you feeling that, go to Coach Key 08 Gmail. Hit me up. Type dream team. It's for the free. Come on now, y'all. Stop playing with yourself. Your ancestors is here. We about to take over the game, y'all. We back. So anyway, let me get out of here. Till the next time. This is your girl, Shop the Goddess, aka Coach Key. Do yourself a favor. Be kind to yourself. Raise your vibration and remember who you are. Anyway, till the next time, y'all. I'm out. If you're new here, like I said, go to my YouTube channel. It's called Leveling Up Movement. Keep following me on this platform. I got mad love for y'all. So let me go ahead and get out of here. I'm out, y'all. Peace.